Okay, so today's video is a Lexus NX. This one is the NX 350h Premium. Before we get started, this is going to be on the Lexus NX 350 Premium all-wheel drive SUV, and I did many videos on the NX, so this one's just going to be in a different color in particular. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon to be notified new videos. If you like my video to the end, please help me out with a thumbs up. This model is a 2025 model. This is Eminent White Pearl, and it's going to be discontinued for this color for 2026. You're going to get ultra white. That's a little bit more white. You're going to lose a little bit of the pearl look as we walk around this beautiful vehicle still. Not much would be changed. There will be more options for 2026. And in particular, yes, this is a hybrid. There's also an NX350, the turbo one only. There's also a plug-in hybrid, the NX450H Plus, right? So 18-inch wheel for the premium. If you wanted the luxury one, you want to get the 20-inch wheel, you have to go step up to the luxury one, right? You want a panel roof, you got to get the luxury one as well too. And there's going to be all-wheel drive. There's front-wheel drive for 2026. So the other parts actually pretty much remain similar, right? I like this vehicle a lot. I drive it a lot. 3 latches for the hood. You got the insulation blanket that keeps the noise out of the passenger compartment. And this is the hybrid. You could tell that. And the inside, this one is a loaner vehicle, so it's not going to be the cleanest vehicle out there. And I thought I'd make a video of it. MPG wise, I could get about 36.5 in the summer. The winter is not so good. They say it's rated for 39 MPG combined. I use OW16 motor oil, and you see that the engine, there's a little yellow dipstick. There's no dipstick for the transmission in particular. Actually, it doesn't really have a transmission, this one, because it's a hybrid. So that's something to note as well too. No starter. So you save on those components, and nothing. There's other items that this vehicle doesn't have. All right, let's start out with the front driver's side here. Power windows, power locks. You got 3 memory seating settings. You got lumbar support. It's a 2-way, and you can go forward and back. Seats are NuLuxe on the premium. They're not leather. If you want leather, I'm just gonna point out, you want to step up to the luxury trim to get the leather seats. And you can see the space actually works in many cases. Unless you're 6'5" or something like that, then maybe there's going to be a little challenge. And the NuLuxe is imitation leather, by the way, and it's pretty nice overall. And the thing about the black interior, you can see there's a stain or anything like that. It doesn't show that much, right? If you get the lighter interior, it will show. There's something to note. So this particular loaner is about under 7,000 miles, and it's probably going to go on sale eventually as a used pre-owned certified vehicle or something. But appreciate Lexus at Pleasanton to offering a loaner vehicle while my vehicle is in the shop. You got 8,500 miles or so before it needs service. Well, and infotainment screen, this is a 14-inch, and it's really nice. Yes, the climate control is baked in to the LCD, to the infotainment screen. And there's a secret compartment over here with 2 USB-C charging. Got high stuff in there. You can put your phone on the top to charge. 2 cup holders. You got the shifter. Nice size storage console. I would say it works for me. And this is the passenger seat, pretty similar. I have my jacket there. And the visibility out of the windshield and stuff is really great. This one has the heads-up display and the digital, rear view mirror. 3, 2, 1. All right, so it's about 8 out of 10 for the sun visor test. Not bad. I love the feel of it. The material, if it's Alcantara, suede or something on the headliner, I really appreciate that more. But it's not. It is NX. It's more like entry level before the RX. Change to the left, Eco. Change to the right, Sport. You can see the Sport is in red. If you hit normal, it's Enter. Blue is Eco. Here's that again. Just twist the knob. That's the drive modes that you can adjust. And you also can see it over here on the infotainment screen. Eco, normal, sport, right? And you could jump from one to one, from eco to sport. You don't have to go through normal. So one of the complaints some people mention is like the steering wheel controls, they're not labeled. Well, there's two ways to approach that. You can look at the dash over here, or you can look at the heads-up display, right? And it's pretty easy over time. It's not a nag at all. I know some people like picky about those, especially some of the auto reviewers out there. Personal standpoint, as an owner of the NX, of my NX that is, you're not going to notice it. Automatic headlights as well. And on the left side, you got the turn signal, the lights, the switches. On the right, you're gonna have the windshield wiper. And same thing over here. You got the phone buttons, the skip ahead or go back on the radio, the channels. You got the gas release, gas door release, lift gate release, secret compartment to store coins and stuff like that. And that's the hood release right down there. And the space is not really that tight at all. And I think most cases it will fit for most people. But if you're a bigger person, maybe you want a more spacious, you want to step up to the RX. You know, the seats, everything feels adequate, but the RX definitely has better seating. Okay, so center console here, you could put some stuff in there. Not going to be the largest console, and you can open both ways as well, which is really nice. You can open by passenger on the left, on the right side. On this side, on the left side, is the driver in this case. Very nicely laid out. I never had any problems with it. I use the NX as my commuter vehicle, and also sometimes on the weekend as well, just to drive it around, right? Very simple vehicle to drive. It saves fuel. So I just want to mention that, you know, this is kind of nice feature to have overall. And it doesn't open up. I like to open the side. So on the glove compartment here, it's suede, which is nice. Not only that, it feels nice, it keeps the noise out. So if it's hard surface, you go with the bump, you have something inside, it's going to be shaking it around, you can hear it. So it's suede, it's insulated, that's an advantage. And you can see the door panels and stuff over here. They're NuLuxe and hard surfaces where the buttons are. And visibility out the windows are great, you know. And let's take a look at the front passenger side here. And I'll give you some plus and minuses. Doesn't have lumbar support. That's going to be a minus, right? And if you want lumbar support or more space, you have to step up to the RX. That's how Lexus Toyota market this product. It's more like a lower end SUV compared to the RX, but it has pretty much everything you need. You want to pay extra $10,000 or so, then you can step up to the RX, or just be happy with the NX, save some money, drives great, more sporty. In the back seat, you can sit 3 people across, or you could sit 2 people that are pretty big people. You still could fit, unless you're 6'5" or something like that, maybe, right? And you also have ventilation as well in the back seat. Visibility out the front is still very good from the second row as well too, so you don't feel like all bunched together. There's even a dome light over here. The door is open or anything like that, where you can just turn it on. So it's definitely a great vehicle in terms of space and capacity, and you know, it has everything you need, but it's not going to be the biggest one, and it has USB-C chargers, and also there's cup holders over here. It's not a pass-through on the second row, and you know, you have the kind of like the wood design in a way, but it's not really wood. I don't know what's the right name for it in particular. You got cup holders on the doors as well. You could put bottled water and stuff like that. Nothing too big. You also have a coat hanger as well. And let's take a look at the back of the vehicle here. Lexus is spelled out. We're in modern touch, and the light bar, which is beautiful at night, by the way. So you have this shade. The shade is actually pretty good. Stays out of the way and saves space. I'm not sure why Lexus doesn't have it in more vehicles instead of tonneau covers. 40-60 split folding seats. Lexus NX spelled out. So here's another disappointing part I wanted to mention to you. There's no spare tire. It's 1 flat tires we have over here. So, but you have a lot of storage space in the back. That's a plus. You can put an inflator kit. You know, there's also a tow bar if you need a tow bar. I call it tow bar, maybe something else in the description is a different name. More storage on the left over here, which is pretty nice overall. And there's a secret compartment here I want to show you. All right, so you lift this up, and I don't know what's this part really supposed to be for, but let me know in the description, you know, in the comment section if you know what that's for. But I just wanted to point out there's a secret compartment there, and the battery is on the floor over here. It's definitely not a very strong battery because the hybrid traction battery is going to be the stronger the battery, but this one just keeps the lights on, the doors lock and unlock type of thing, right? So that's a quick look on the interior and the back of the vehicle, and put everything back together, of course. And they have these carpet ones, of course. You could get the cargo mats and stuff like that, the plastic ones. You fold all the seats down, you got quite a bit of space. I think I mentioned that a number of times. And you know, if you have maybe say a ladder like a little giant, it should fit in the back. All right, so these look pretty nice. It's standard with the metal, you know, at the end. And I think it's adequate for most families, small families. For big family, this vehicle may not work. You want to get a bigger car, like say the RX or even the TX. All right, so Lexus spelled out, push the button to close the latch, or you have the kick sensor, you can do kick sensor. And the drive is pretty good overall. I mean, it has enough speed. It's an eCVT, it's not a CVT. So that's something to note on the hybrid. It emulates the CVT, and there is some drone, so you kind of get used to it. I wish it wasn't that noisy in particular. But the thing is, like, Lexus has made the RX more quiet, more insulation. So whereas the NX is still a little bit on the drony, noisy side, it's not that bad. You get used to it, like I mentioned before. And I actually found out driving on the freeway and not being a foot driver, you get better MPG. So these are 18-inch wheels, 1 flat tires, and you could change these out to conventional tires. Just like make sure you have a, you know, maybe a air compactor in your vehicle. 235/60 R18s. So the wheel's 18-inch. Keep that to note. And there's other interior colors as well. This is just one color, is the black interior. So there's the red interior, and there's also the brown interior, which the name doesn't come to me right now. Would I buy my vehicle if I were shopping for one today? Yes, I would. Just keep note of the shortcomings, like the spare tire, if you're okay with that. And you know, the RX does have a spare tire, and this one doesn't have a spare tire. The 18-inch wheel actually is better when you're driving on a little bit rougher streets, roads, and stuff like that. The 20-inch actually is pretty good as well, but not as good on rougher road. So, you know, you'll be more firmer ride as well too. You got a little bit more play in the 18-inch, so definitely more smoother. It soaks up the bumps a little bit better if you want an 18-inch wheels in the premium. So the luxury one's definitely more higher price. So this one in particular is in the mid 50s. Okay, let's put it that way. And you can option it up to get the different packages or different things to add to the side, and the price could go up more, right? So in the mid 50s, 55K or so, you could get this one. It's not the base one. There's also now going to be the front wheel drive ones and the all-wheel drive NXs as well. And you also could get the plug-in and the plug-in NX 450H Plus, probably more refined, and then the previous models. And you know, so there's a lot of different options if you're shopping for an SUV that's mid-size. I would say around the RAV4 size in particular. Hopefully you liked this video. I really appreciate a thumbs up, comment to share, please leave it below. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.